Top 10 Kids with Real Superpower You Won't Believe. In a world where the impossible becomes reality, what if I told you some kids are born different? Not just talented, not just gifted, but possessing abilities that defy logic. From mind-blowing intelligence to unbelievable physical powers, these are not movie characters. They are real. Top 10 Kids with Real Superpowers. Let's go.
What's what? Top 10 videos for the intentional.
1. Deepak Jangra, the electric superhero. Deepak Jangra is an Indian teen who became famous online for what many describe as a real-life electric superpower, the astonishing ability to let high voltages of electricity pass through his body without apparent harm. Deepak's reportedly unusual ability came to light after he accidentally touched a live electrical wire while repairing a heater and felt nothing despite the current being active. Repeatedly tested himself on electrical devices, from TV wires to water pumps, without being injured. Climbed a high-tension pole and touched an 11,000-volt power line, the kind that powers hundreds of homes, and still remained safe. To many observers, it looks like Deepak's body can resist electrical shock in ways no normal human can, similar to an electric superhero in movies. Even though it sounds supernatural, scientists haven't verified any true superpower. 2. The Magnetic Kid. Ivan Stolkovich became famous worldwide for what many people called a real-life superpower, the ability to make metal objects stick to his body like a magnet. Even shocked people by sticking spoons, forks, and metal objects to his chest and arms, holding multiple items at once without them falling, even making larger objects stay attached to his body. To spectators, it looked like his body was generating a magnetic field. Real magnets attract only certain metals, like iron. Ivan could stick non-magnetic objects too, so it's not actual magnetism in the scientific sense. 3. Yang Jinlong, the super strength kid. Yang Jinlong became famous around the world for displaying what looks like a real-life super strength power, something you'd normally only see in superhero movies. At a very young age, Yang shocked people by pulling heavy vehicles, including vans, carrying large logs and heavy objects with ease, performing strength feats far beyond kids his age. These acts made him look like a mini superhero with Hulk-like power. Yang has an unusually strong physique for his age. His muscles developed earlier than most kids. He girew up helping with manual labor. His strength comes from a mix of genetics, lifestyle, physical conditioning. 5. Giuliano Stroh, the mini bodybuilder superhero. Giuliano Stroh is a Romanian child who gained worldwide fame for his incredible strength and bodybuilding feats at an extremely young age, earning him the title of a real-life superhero. Giuliano shocked audiences by lifting weights far beyond his age and size, performing push-ups on one hand or with his brother on his back, doing muscle-ups, handstands, and impressive acrobatics with ease. To viewers, it looks like he has superhuman strength packed into a tiny body. Giuliano started training as a toddler under professional guidance. His muscles developed extremely fast for his age. Small child performing feats usually done by adults. Strength to size ratio is astonishing. Every movement looks cinematic, like a mini action hero in real life. 6. Ben Underwood, the blind boy who could see. Ben Underwood was an extraordinary child from the United States who lost both his eyes to retinoblastoma at age 3. Despite being completely blind, he amazed the world with an ability that made him seem like a real-life superhero. He could see using echolocation. Ben developed a unique skill that allowed him to navigate the world by making clicking sounds with his tongue, listening to the echoes that bounced off objects, understanding the size, shape, distance, and location of things around him. To anyone observing him, it looked like he could literally see with sound, completely blind, yet could navigate and interact with the world like anyone else, could play basketball, skateboard, and avoid obstacles seamlessly. His abilities seemed impossible for a human without sight. 7. Anna Bellish, the super strength girl. Anna Bellish is a remarkable Russian girl who has been featured on lists of children with real superpowers because of her extraordinary physical strength and record-breaking feats at a very young age. Anna amazed people by performing physical feats that would challenge many adults, including doing 1,500 push-ups in 52 minutes when she was just around 10 years old. So impressive, it earned her recognition in the Guinness Book of Records. Her goals weren't just about strength. She pushed herself to set world records and prove that determination and hard work can lead to incredible physical feats. 8. Tsung Tsung, the super music key hero. Tsung Tsung, also known as Andy Lee, is a remarkable young piano prodigy from Hong Kong whose extraordinary talent at the keyboard made him famous around the world. Tsung Tsung became known at an incredibly young age for playing piano with the skill, precision, and speed of a much more experienced musician. He began playing when he was just around 3 years old, and very soon his performances astonished audiences online. Plays extremely complex pieces on the piano that most adults struggle with, such as the famous Flight of the Bumblebee. Performs with fast and accurate finger movements, showing mastery way beyond typical childhood ability. 9. Emma Tablante, the fire superhero girl. Emma Tablante is often called a real-life fire superhero, not because she has magical powers, but because of her jaw-dropping ability to control and perform with fire at a very young age. Emma became popular for performing with real flames using sticks, ropes, and batons, spinning and controlling fire around her body without getting burned, creating stunning superhero-like fire visuals during performances. 10. Hasna or Hasna Maslamani, the girl who cried crystal tears. Hasna Maslamani, also recorded as Hasna Masalmani, was a 12-year-old girl from Lebanon who became famous in the mid-1990s for a very unusual claim. She appeared to shed pieces of crystal-like material from her eye instead of normal tears, up to 7 to 8 crystal fragments a day without apparent pain. Later medical investigation offered a very different explanation. A team of doctors said the phenomenon was likely not supernatural at all, but rather something staged or behavioral in nature. Superheroes aren't just in movies. Sometimes they walk among us, disguised as ordinary kids. These are the top 10 kids with superhero.